Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we are going to be doing a collective reading. This is going to be for whoever it's for. So I set the intention here that I trust that Spirit will guide those souls to this message here today if it's right for you. So if you do feel drawn to the title, to the thumbnail, or if this randomly pops up, then it could be for you. But please just trust your own intuition and of course just take what's going to resonate with you. I was trying to get a specific message here before I started the reading, like I sometimes do, but it feels like there's a lot of various energies going on. So I wasn't able to grasp just one message. So I'm guided to leave this open and just see what the main thing is that wants to come up here. When I did shuffle the decks though, I'm noticing we have nothing is yet set in stone. And then we have adventure here. And that's kind of what the energy feels like from what I'm picking up on. It feels like there's some sort of almost like a spinning sensation where there's a lot that's shifting at one time. But there's also this portal of like adventure that is awaiting here. So we'll see what they want to talk about and what the main, thing is here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So tune us in here, Spirit, to anything that you would like to talk about, please, for the viewers that are currently here that are watching this reading. If there will be an extended reading, I will have that linked down below. I have an option for the single, individual extended over on Gumroad. And I also have my Patreon if you'd like to take a look over there and join our Patreon community. I'll have that linked down below. Okay, so Spirit, what would you like to talk about here for any of the viewers who are currently, I just heard really strongly, you are stepping into your power. Very bold kind of voice here that came through. So I feel like this is a message for someone watching. I feel like this reading might pick up on a lot of different threads of energy. I can already kind of feel that. So take what's going to resonate. There may be bits and pieces here, or maybe many different, people will watch this, or some maybe new people here to the channel. So, but that's something coming up here. You are stepping into your power. And the Two of Cups just flew into my lap. I feel like you have many people here who are seeing that about you. Yeah, here's the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups. So regardless of your gender, I do feel like whoever it is that's tuning in here to this message, the way that Two of Cups flew too, it just like flew out of the deck into my lap. I do feel like there's a strong magnetic attraction around you right now. For someone specific, I'm hearing that you may not be able to see this about yourself right now. So maybe there's something here. This is actually at the bottom as well. Your shadows are just hiding the light right now. So that may be for some of you. Others of you, I feel like you are fully though in your power, but maybe for some of you, there's something that's just now kind of cracking open more so. It's like opening wider to where you are fully stepping in here to this power with the Queen of Wands. And with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups, it's like you're magnetizing a loving energy towards you. There could be a few people here who are watching and observing this about you. So whether this is through like social media or it's just people that you're encountering in your day-to-day, there's people who are taking note of your glow up or of your energy here right now. Yeah, for some reason I'm hearing west. I don't know if what that's going to mean for somebody, if the direction west means something for you. Because I kind of feel like with that same energy I was getting with this here, nothing is yet set in stone. For some of you, there's like with this ocean kind of in the background here too, there's maybe a lot of pulls in different directions right now for you. So it could be directions of your life. It could be different people pulling on you, different directions of where, you're going next, or something here where I feel like for some of you, this is a message that there are actually a lot of emotions being tugged as well with the cups that we just had. So take this how this will be for everyone specifically. It could be a couple of different people romantically. that you have an option with right now, where you're having to steer into like which direction will you go in when it comes to your romantic life. Or this could be all happening energetically, where people who you have in your life now, maybe people who are manifesting you, there's an emotional kind of tug here because of your power that you have stepped into or are stepping into right now. So I'm hearing choose wisely. And actually, I heard a message before I started and I forgot to mention it. I kept hearing look before you leap. So we'll see a little bit more to what they mean by that. There could be something of like this impending leap of faith that you're taking, or that there's some kind of direction opening, and maybe there's some caution here for this, or you just have so much kind of coming in, or you have so many options that there's maybe something here coming through about looking before you leap, but we'll see how that connects. Okay, so what else, Spirit, would you like to say here? What else would you like to talk about here? Again, there's so much energy coming up from all different directions. We have the Justice card. We also have the Hermit here, Ace of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the High Priestess, the Hermit. Again, this feels to be a message here for someone as well, that there is some sort of, with the same message coming up here of like, look before you leap. How to put it with the Hermit, it's like there's either a leap of faith that something or someone around you is reflecting on or pondering when it comes to you, but it also is relating to you as well. I feel like there's something with this Justice to where you're having to be discerning, or you will need to be discerning as to the direction that you're now going into. Again, with this nothing is yet set in stone, there's a very mutable energy right now, or coming in soon, where there's a lot of flexibility here to, I'm hearing it's something like it's gathering up, or like it's coming together like this, like the energy is coming into some sort of culmination here. They keep wanting to emphasize here how much this Queen of Wands, how much you're in your power, how much you're glowing. So definitely for the viewer, that's how you'll also know that this is for you, because there's something that you feel this power rising within you recently, or you just feel like maybe you're being noticed a lot, or you're being recognized a lot. And it just feels like you are on this kind of precipice. And this is actually here too. I just want to point that out. Yeah, we have pressure. And that's what I'm getting with this reading. There's like almost like a pressure that's building up and ready to be released here. And so we'll see what that is, but it's like the Hermit, it's like coming out of the shell here. And we also have storms beneath that, cleansing. I'm hearing you are rejuvenated, not you are rejuvenating, but you are rejuvenated. So for some of you watching this, you have already rejuvenated yourself. You've done some sort of cleansing recently, or you've emerged here from these shadows. You're about to just, maybe you're kind of like peeking out and you're almost fully emerged, okay, depending on where you are for everyone. Others of you are completely out in the sun here. You're out in the light. But there could be something too where this pressure now is ready to be released, even if you've been feeling this cleansing effect maybe recently, or you've been kind of going through these storms. It's like they're nearing the end to where it's going to now illuminate so much that your light is, it's like that pressure is being released here. Yeah, I'm hearing wait and see. It's like there's almost this anticipation here, Three of Wands, for something that is very much in anticipation to reach you. Judgment, yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, I'm getting, again, there's many different energies coming up here today. I'm hearing there's a healthy kind of love is what I'm hearing. So for some of you, there could be a healthy love that is getting ready to enter your life, or you've cleansed yourself here enough, and this pressure that's releasing is actually going to be bringing in something very long lasting here with the Ten of Pentacles. And it doesn't have to be a relationship for everyone, but it does feel to be for a lot of you here. And it's like that's kind of that release here too with the Judgment, the way this bird at top and like this here feels like that release. And I feel like that's part of this justice here for you, is that you are reaching this kind of culmination of this closer in proximity here to something long-term for you that is anticipation right now. It's like building up to that point of being presented to you. I'm also hearing stand your ground. So again, with the Queen of Wands here, there could be something in your life right now that you're having to stand your ground with, whatever that might be for you. I think it's going to be something different, but you kind of would know how that relates to you, or just in general, standing firmly, standing in your grounds, just in, you know, again, just in general here. Yeah, see, this is the energy I'm getting. So let's explore a bit more of that, because that's exactly what I've been picking up on. It's like there's some sort of culmination and climax of energy with this judgment that is about getting ready to be presented. Can you tell us more about that, Spirit? Someone here could be an Aries, doesn't have to be, but just with the Queen of Wands, there could be a lot of Aries energy in this reading. So if you do have that in your chart, this could be like an extra message for you, but doesn't have to be only for Aries. But what exactly is this about that you're talking about here? Yeah, I keep hearing like a new kind of, they keep saying a new kind of something. We have you and your loved ones are safe. For someone very specific, you could be having an opportunity here in your career that is going to be giving you the security that you've been waiting for a long time. So maybe it's like a new kind of job or a new kind of career, or it's just like a new kind of era for you in your work life. It's like you're building towards something very long lasting with these kind of, looks like the, you know, the tree here. So I feel like for someone specific, that's what this is here with this card and the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. You're about to see a lot of rewards come in when it comes to your stability and career. And it could even involve, for a few of you specifically with the Justice, maybe this is something that, for example, just for someone, you know, maybe you've kind of been waiting in a way for your independence somehow. Maybe you've kind of left something behind for a few of you. Maybe you've just finalized like a divorce, for example, or you're reaching the end of a road here where you're kind of waiting now to see, like, will that situation that I ended or released, will that kind of bring me new rewards, or like, will I be okay here on this new path that I'm taking? And that's the answer is yes here with this, because you and your loved ones are safe. It feels like something about new territory. 3 of Wands. It's like you're heading into new territory. Let's see. We have emotions are running high. Yeah. And we have prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, definitely there's a message for someone here. Even if it's not like a specific new job for everybody, there's definitely, you're entering into more of a time period of your life with whatever it is you do now as well, where prosperity is much more easily accessible here for you. And it seems like this is something that is almost like flooding in with the judgment, or there's this, again, I don't know exactly what this climax is that led to this, but it seems like it could be different with the Justice and the Judgment. It's like it's kind of been something that, again, the new, it's like there's a new foundation now, or there's a new path to this now that wasn't fully attainable kind of before. And it has something to do with this pressure being released with the emotions, or with something that wasn't able to fully be released, even though it was about to be released. And so now that this certain thing or this certain situation or something energetically has kind of even left your system sort of in a way, that's when sort of everything else will flood in to replace that. It's that kind of feeling here. And they want to emphasize that message again. I keep hearing you are stepping into your power. And for someone, I keep getting this feeling of like you really needing to know that, especially if you're going through something where that's why they were mentioning to stand up for yourself or to assert yourself, something like that came up, because maybe some of you need to hear that with whatever this is that you're going through. Most likely, if that's for you, it has something to do with your family situation, your home life, maybe something with your something with your future foundation being secured that you've been worried about maybe, or that you just have to know that as you stay in your power here and as you continue to assert yourself with whatever these changes are that you're moving through, even if you do feel emotional, or that there's a lot that's kind of been, you know, shifting for you, it's definitely representing here that there's like yeah, I forgot what I was saying now before that, I trailed off here. Let's see, let's get a little bit more information here. What else, Spirit, would you like to say? What exactly is this fiery climax approaches about? What is this here? What is this fiery climax approaches here for this reading? Okay, the King of Swords wants to come out. Yeah, so this could kind of branch off into a different message, or if it does seem to be connected for some of you. Yeah, here's the Tower and the Lovers. There could be a person here coming up, this King of Swords. Could be an air sign, doesn't have to be, but there could be somebody who there's something here connected to you taking back your power when it relates to this situation with a person, for some of you. And it almost feels like the Tower, emotions are running high. So there's that cracking of the tree here too. There's that kind of fiery climax approaching. Again, it's going to be a little bit different for everyone. I'm just getting this overall feeling of, with the Lovers, it's like the path now is cracking open to reveal like what that long-term path is that wasn't seen before. And so for some of you, this is going to be because a truth is exposed, or because something comes to light here that creates a shift of the energy. It's like if something cracks here, it then creates a movement into this direction over here. So maybe, you know, for example, for like one group of you, this could be something that you're receiving the information that you need. Even like energetically, maybe it's something that's being released from your life, or you're understanding a situation, or something's being illuminated for you to have that clarity of like, now your prosperity is secured. Like now your real future path is secured. And this seems to be something related also to like a karmic debt being released as well with this here. So basically, I feel like if you could take anything away from this, they're just telling me that if you are currently in a state of confusion about something, or if you've been wondering about something that's been either like hanging here on, or it's been you've been waiting for that like final piece of clarity with this Tower, that is about to come in. And that's going to be where your life will kind of shift itself into the direction that it's meant to go after this is exposed. And so again, for someone specific, I'm kind of getting a situation that if you have separated from somebody, this is for some of you, and you've been waiting for like this person to maybe either, you know, for them to leave you alone, or their energy has been bothering you. Maybe it's been some legal situation, or it's been a separation with somebody. You're kind of about to reach the end of that cycle now, to where you can now head into your new life now, which is going to promise a lot of prosperity for you, where you create that within yourself because you've stepped into that power within yourself as you've separated from somebody here. Okay, that's for somebody specific, I feel. So what Spirit wants you to know is that you and your loved ones, whether that's your family or just you, are safe here. Even if you have to go through a temporary upheaval with this supermoon and this card is here. So you are moving into that direction of your prosperity will now be more kind of true, or you're waiting for that to come in, and this is the anticipation of that coming in. For others of you, King of Swords, Ace of, yeah, like I said, there's a lot of messages here. Now we have the King of Wands, lots of different situations. Page of Swords. Others of you, I feel like this is you receiving information which further confirms that you're in your power. So maybe you receive that information which kind of confirms that, you know, yes, you've attracted this in. See the magnetism. It's like it's something that you're attracting to you right now, which is about to reveal itself in the physical world because you've been feeling it coming. It's like that anticipation where you've been waiting for that lightning to strike, kind of. And I feel like there's something with your energy they keep wanting to emphasize, the power that you've stepped into, or even for some of you, you're about to see, you're about to have that evidence of like, maybe it's something coming around, or maybe it's something that you're going to receive or hear. It's like that's going to be the pivotal moment of you seeing and understanding how much you have fully stepped into your power, and people around you are feeling that. Remember, I said that in the beginning. So there's a potential here for a few people to be in your energy who are all witnessing or kind of feeling that. And in that whole mix of that, there could be certain people who will be, you know, either reaching out to you or seeing you move on this path. Again, there's various things here. It's like they're kind of showing me that this can be seen in like a couple of different angles because of how many energies are intertwined in this and how many people are seeing this or feeling this energy within you. So, you know, you may have one person here who's like a past person, and you have another person who's like a newer person, and then you may have somebody who's going to be watching you move in this direction. This could also be work-related people who are seeing this with you. There's just many people, there's many eyes kind of on you, I feel. So this is like the basis of it though, this magnetism and the Queen of Wands, of the whole message here is about you stepping into your power. They keep wanting to emphasize. And as you've been doing this, this is what has attracted these changes to start to surface and to start to also come into a tower moment, because as you raise your vibration to this, it's almost creating like a cracking in the energies around you. So people, again, maybe picking up on that or feeling that. And so it's going to pull on different people, or it's going to magnetize different and new things, which are all fluctuating around you. Like that card we had, nothing is yet set in stone. And that's how this energy feels. This is one of those readings where it's like, it's not set in stone. This is not something that can be defined with one specific thing. So this is a feeling of like the energy around you is magnetizing different outcomes for yourself. And they're all going to be reflecting to you how much it is that you have stepped into your power. So, I'm hearing open the floodgates. Yeah, we have the fury, bushfires, and then we have power, volcanoes. Yeah, there's a lot of intensity here, a lot of fire in this reading. With this card here too, a fiery climax approaches, and the Queen of Wands. And I keep hearing that again. They want to go back to the central message of it too, is I'm hearing like, get prepared for your new path, or get prepared for your real path. So in all of this fury, in all of this like climax of energy, your kind of, I want to call it like the real path, but that's, I don't know how else to put it, like your kind of real path of what now is opening for you will be revealed through this whole storm, or through this whole thing. So expect to have a lot of clarity surrounding where you're going kind of next, and what that prosperity is for you with everything, with work, with love. Again, I'm hearing the pressure is bursting. I'm also hearing follow your sacred calling. So that is now a separate message, I feel, for someone. If this involves your career path or people may be connected to you in work too, you are meant to follow your sacred path right now, which seems to be the path that is going to bring you the most prosperity, the most abundance. And for some, it's like a whole package thing. It's relating to your 10 of Pentacles being like a long-term partnership, the lover's connection here, and also your prosperity in terms of career, money. Okay. I don't know why they're showing me the game Clue, the board game Clue. That's kind of how this reading feels. Maybe there's something that you have to kind of dissect here about the people around you or the situations around you. So tell us some more, Spirit, because I'm hearing it again. I'm hearing things are about to be exposed, or things are getting ready to heat up, or they're telling me various things like that. So let me see a bit more. I am getting a message here again. I know this is going to be a little all over the place, but this is how it's coming up right now with the energy. So if you're not kind of feeling this intensity, or a lot of you may be feeling a bit ungrounded if this is for you, or you're feeling like, you know, it's this kind of sensation of like a lot happening at one time, that's how you'll also kind of know this is for you. So you would be in the middle of this volcano here, and that's why it may feel a bit shiftable and changeable right now for you. But I'm hearing a message for someone that there is a bit of a blind spot that you have with something, and that could be mixed into this to where you're going to be seeing the truth of certain things that you haven't been able to put your finger on, or that you've been not seeing clearly. Yeah, the moon. This reading feels is also with this moon here too. Lots of moon energy with this. So this could even be something that happened around the supermoon, or not the supermoon, the partial lunar eclipse that we had. Some of you may have felt that energy very intensely. As I said that, intensity. Yeah, very intense feeling here. Is there anything else then, Spirit, that you would like to say for the viewers? Then I'll get some, maybe some tea leaf cards to see if there's any specifics here. Anything else that you would like the viewer to know, how to kind of like maybe wrap this together in a way that would summarize the reading, or make it a bit more condensed to what the main message is about here? So I just heard you are blossoming in all areas of your life. So that could also be too the reason this is a very large energy, because it could be taking a bit from every area of your life with this magnetism in the center, and this emotions are running high. This could be like a whole shift of energy within yourself, which then is going to affect every area of your life. So most likely like an inner shift that you've just gone through. It's like the cleansing has happened, and now maybe the volcano is erupting, because it's not stuck within you anymore. It's like it's actually like the volcano now, if that makes sense. Maybe some of you have been feeling the inner shifts first, and the kind of, you know, emotions with that, but now it's like it's being released. So anything else you can say, Spirit, to kind of summarize this message, or give an indication of what the main message is here for the viewers that they need to know? Anything else? Okay, so we have going with the flow, we have stress, and we also have guidance. And this wants to come out here too, friendliness. And they actually want me, before I look at those cards, they want me to point this card out again. Your shadows are just hiding the light right now. For some of you, that's why this also feels like this with this volcano erupting. That, you know, again, maybe you feel like you have been behind the shadow sort of, or you have, even if you haven't been in the shadows, it's more so just that there's been certain things that have not maybe been ready to be exposed or to manifest outwardly, even though you've been feeling them inwardly. Or even if you've been feeling that certain parts of yourself are now, with the Queen of Wands being the first card, they're taking the front seat now. The fire, the intensity has been leveled up now to where those things will start to move. And so if this is something that you have felt that it's like there's been kind of a lid put on this, even though you've been feeling the intensity of something happening or this energy gaining momentum, this is what they want to point out, is that that kind of shadow is about to be removed so that this all intensity can kind of come to the surface here. Okay, is there anything else you want to say here to kind of summarize the reading? Going with the flow, stress, and guidance. Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty much just what it says here, going with the flow. I feel like some of you who could be going through this could feel quite kind of stressful, either because something specific in your life is feeling stressful. Like I said, maybe it's a separation, or it's something you're going through, or it's some kind of shift of your life right now. Or it could just be that you're picking up on a lot of this energy. And so it's creating some stress within you energetically. And it really feels like this is, there's not much here. It's just going with the flow. So I guess Spirit's just kind of saying here that there's not much that you can, there's not much to sort of, I guess, do here with this. Because we had that, yeah, the mutable, nothing is yet set in stone. It's more so really just saying that, yeah, surrender to the divine. Wow. So don't let your past hold you back. And here we have expect powerful change. It's like the change is here, but how to explain it? There's something about getting out of your own way a little bit, or letting it kind of happen right now. So if you feel this stress, or you, I don't know, you either feel this stress happening, or you feel the intensity of all this energy happening here. And it's almost like the more that you just sort of just surrender to it, there is a powerful change, which with this eclipse here, again, it's like this is about to move this way so that the sun can fully illuminate. And I think in this, for a lot of you, is going to also be this new romantic cycle too, which we kind of briefly picked up on. That is going to be made more clear to you as to what that is. Because some of you may have been, again, feeling this coming or feeling this happening, but maybe you haven't been able to identify, like, who is that person going to be with, or what is that exactly going to be, even though I can feel something shifting or changing, or even if for some of you have left something else behind, you can kind of sense that maybe something new is around the corner for you, or that you just don't know what that new life for you is going to look like. Where will you be, or who will you be with, or what will that new kind of foundation for you be? I don't know why I said it twice. This is going to be starting to come out. It's like breaking loose. I'm hearing the information is breaking loose, but it's not quite yet ready maybe to be fully revealed. This is just picking up on the energy where it's very close to coming in, or very close to being revealed, but you will have more clarity surrounding, again, who, what, where that will be. But right now is a time for the past energies that are swirling here, and just like the tower and all this kind of culmination of energies to settle right now. And so if anything, I think the best thing here to do, if this resonates with you, is to really just kind of let go and go with the flow, because you're already in this very magnetic energy. And so like the fire is already there, the attraction of what it is that you're creating is there, but maybe it's just now a bit of pulling back, and letting it, play out. I'm hearing cycles will soon come to a rest. Yeah, so it's like this whole thing feels like there's cycles coming to a rest. And see how it's like I'm going into every different direction, because that's how I'm feeling into the energy. It's like there's a piece in every little place over here. And I think that's why they're mentioning it like this, because there are various cycles in your life right now, if this is for you, including these other people we picked up on. And just, it honestly feels a bit like chaotic. It feels a bit confusing to where you may feel confused right now. Again, that's how you'll know this is maybe for you, because it's like you pick up on things and you're feeling things, but you can't pinpoint them. And it feels like it's all a bit stressful right now. And so I think this is just further confirming that energy to say that these things are, going to be powerfully changing and reaching this conclusion or climax here. What do you need to release? Yeah, and some of you here specifically might be going through something to where, as I said, with the King of Swords, you might be having to release something or a person in your life, or it's just the cycles that you are becoming more aware of what those things are that maybe are coming to a conclusion. And it seems to be a more of a internal kind of process, even if it plays out in your environment with people around you. It seems like it's, for a lot of you, it's something that you're feeling within yourself that you maybe know what that is, or you know what that feels like, because it's like there's things that are starting to be understood by you on this level of being ready now to put the past in the past, being ready to open yourself up to this volcano, or like to this new cycle of your life, which requires you to, it's like putting a puzzle piece together of all the things that you're ready to release. But again, it doesn't have to be like people for all of you. It could just be like there's little bits and pieces of, there's things that you've been patching up to understand in various settings and ways, and all of that is what's taking place for you right now during this time of confusion and a little bit of chaos. And so it's going to settle soon, because you're here, you've reached the world now, so we can't kind of, we're already here. So you've already successfully been able to reach this point of the world to where now this culmination of the energy can be released and then rearranged into the cycle and the path that you are now about to embark on. I hope that makes sense. I'm hearing the name James for somebody. Ace of Swords. Is there any final message here before we go, Spirit, that maybe we missed here? Any final message? So I don't think I'm going to do an extended, because it kind of feels like this is something that a lot of you are needing to sort of embrace this right now and sit back and kind of watch it happen. I think that's what came up before too with the Three of Wands. Sit back and watch this play out, because you already know what's coming, or you know that, again, this is coming. Like there's just some feeling here of yeah. Anything else before we go, Spirit, that we've missed here that you would like the viewers to know about this? Any final message? something about, I'm hearing wash your hands. For some of you that could be literal, but I'm also getting, because maybe you picked up on energy through your hands. I don't know if it's through, I don't know what that is, people that you've worked with, or some of you could be healers, but maybe just clearing your hands, washing your hands. And Spirit saying the reading, I guess, is done because the candle went out. But it could also be just like how they're showing it energetically, that you are, all of this is getting ready to sort of wash your hands from sort of the things that you've been attached to, or just like a cleansing in general. But it's also preparing you here for something which is not of the past, or it's not, it doesn't reflect kind of who you were in the past. I'm hearing the name Samantha. Any final message here before we go? Yeah, I'm hearing Spirit say, stitch up your wounds before you go. That's what I just heard. Yeah, that's what I was just getting with the world. It's like there's a stitching up of, it's kind of like there's a final stitching effect happening before you go on this new path, this new journey, which for a lot of you is different, but it seems like it's an all-in-one kind of thing. It's more so related to like your life's path, kind of what that will look like now moving forward. And you're putting the final touches to the painting, kind of, you're putting the final pieces together, or you're patching up the final wounds. And that's where I'm trying to, when I'm trying to tap into a little bit more of like what it is specifically, they just show me like swirling energies. So it's like we can't really ground that right now, because I think for a lot of you, it's going to be something that is, again, like an internal process that you're moving through, which you intuitively would be able to perceive like what that is. You know, it's like, you know better within yourself of what that is for you. The energy of all those things is getting ready to be released, like at the top of your energy. Could be some kind of like Kundalini activation for some of you too. You may be having a lot of energy recently, or you're having trouble sleeping, or there's just a lot that, again, you feel is powerfully shifting, which there's no name to it yet though. For a lot of you, you can't really put a name to it yet. And that's because there isn't really a name to it, because it's a process of spiritual growth. It's a process of many cycles that are ready to be released here, and many situations which have empowered you. And it's like now this fire within you is getting ready to be fully blazing, you know, with what I had heard in the beginning. It's time to step into your power. So it seems like it's just wraps up the reading here to say on that note that you are stepping into your power. And as you do this, your magnetic energy is increasing so much. But it also is, with that comes this huge cleansing effect, because when your vibration is rising like this, and when you're not just your vibration, but it's like there's so much that you've stepped into, and so much that is internally shifting with you, that it's like this fire kind of through your veins in a way, and it's about to burst out. And as it releases and bursts out of you, it grounds then into this pathway that is going to be your further abundance. So just know that there's a lot of abundance, prosperity, and you won't be feeling this ungrounded for much longer if this resonates with you. Or there could be a few more, weeks. Sometimes these readings can make sense like maybe a month or two later, I found a lot of times. So depending for everyone, maybe it's going to be a few more months, or it's just going to be for another, month or two, or just a few more weeks. But after that, you're not going to feel this kind of swirling sensation anymore, or this chaotic feeling of the changes that are taking place within and around you, but it's going to then solidify into the road. It's like a cruising down the road, and then that road that you're about to cruise down is going to be so much more grounded than whenever you entered into this whole chaos, you know? So it's like you are merging pretty much into this timeline where your prosperity and your romantic life is going to make a lot of sense soon, in a practical way, not just in a whimsical or kind of a way that you can feel the shifts, but you don't have a name for them yet. Okay, so it's kind of like something, they're kind of showing me like a gift, like you can look forward to it. It's wrapped up. Maybe it's something near Christmas time even, but it's just like, it's a gift that's wrapped up in a bow that you already know is yours. Like you already know that you have a gift waiting for you, or several gifts. So you already feel that anticipation coming. And I think some of you have commented too that you've been feeling that like Christmas kind of feeling, or like you know that something is coming for you. And I think that, again, this represents the actual manifestation of it, which could be already reserved for you, and you're reaching now the climax of that final release so that it can be presented. So the finish line is not far off anymore. Yeah. So I really hope this reading made sense. Definitely a bit of an intense kind of energy here with this, but as always, just take what's going to resonate, and I hope that this could help. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love.